The deep roots of the continent. The year the stars fell. The year of the mini buffalo, a year of peace, a year of war. This is not a chapter from a history book. It is a winter count, a chronicle of a nation's life, year by year, preserved across generations. Every picture represents a notable event. This single record is but a thread in the immense tapestry of this continent's story. Every native nation holds its own history, deep and ongoing. Each is unique. And yet, across this vast landscape, all are bound by a single, powerful, and persistent force. Time immemorial, the depth of history. In the United States, students often receive little more than a whisper of this monumental history. 10 pages in a 300-page book, a mere blurb. To truly understand the story of America, we must confront and correct these misunderstandings. We must acknowledge the hundreds of native nations within the United States alone, some federally recognized, others not. Mainstream narratives often begin the story of America in 1492, a convenient starting point for European arrival. But this continent's true chronicle stretches back into what indigenous peoples call time immemorial. A past so deep, so profound, it redefines our understanding of history itself. We are the descendants of the first inhabitants, continuously present for thousands of years. Consider the immense, organized communities that once thrived at sites like Cahokia in the Mississippi Valley, or the fact that the Klamath people of Oregon have passed down an oral tradition of an ancient volcano that erupted and filled with water, becoming Crater Lake. Scientists date that event to over 7,600 years ago, 1,500 years before Stonehenge was even built. Their history is our history. A continent of nation's identity and diversity. How does one begin to speak of a history so vast? Even the words we use are complex and layered. You will hear the term indigenous peoples. It refers to those worldwide who have lived in a place since before the arrival of settlers. You will hear American Indian, a label rooted in a geographical mistake, yet still embraced by some for political and legal purposes. You will hear Native American, often a preferred term in general conversation. But most accurately and most respectfully are the specific names. The people of the Navajo Nation, for instance, call themselves Diné, meaning the people. The name Navajo came to them via Europeans. Identity is personal, specific, and nuanced. To speak of hundreds of unique nations, from the Arctic Inuvialuit to the Pueblo farmers, as a single entity is to ignore the rich tapestry of languages, laws, and spiritual traditions that flourished across this continent. They are a mosaic of independent sovereignties. The paradox of unity, settler colonialism. This is the paradox at the heart of the story. While there are countless unique histories, there is a common experience that unites them. This common experience is settler colonialism. Colonialism is one nation exerting control over another nation and its resources. Settler colonialism goes a crucial step beyond. Its objective is to remove and erase the people already living there, allowing a new society to move in instead. This is not a single act, but a system, the underlying logic that has shaped the entirety of the United States history. This systemic erasure led to the creation of administrative tools designed to eliminate the people the government sought to replace. In the 19th century, the federal government created the concept of blood quantum, assigning a perceived fraction of Indian blood to individuals. The perverse logic was that, over generations, this blood could be diluted to zero, relieving the federal government of its treaty obligations and securing the land. This logic drove the forced removals, the broken treaties, the deliberate destruction of food sources, and the cruel intent behind institutions like the federal boarding schools. All were designed to replace indigenous life with a new, European one. The enduring presence, resilience, and sovereignty. But the plan failed. We are still here, still present. When Native American history is told, It often begins in 1492 and ends in the late 1800s. This suggests that history did not begin until European arrival and ended with conquest. But this is the history of a people present since time immemorial. Against all odds, through centuries of sustained adversity, native nations have endured. They have resisted. They have adapted. They have maintained their cultures, their languages, their spiritual connections, and their inherent sovereignty. They are not relics of the past. They are vibrant, modern communities. The continuing story. The past and the present are connected, braided together like DNA. Without Native American history, there would be no complete history of the United States. Native American history is not a single story, but hundreds of unique timelines, traditions, and relationships. They are the foundation. They are the present. And they are shaping what happens next. They are the echoes of the first peoples, and their story is the story of this continent. Join us next time as we delve deeper into the concept of sovereignty, what it means for native nations, and why it remains fiercely defended today.